ain't begging nobody to be in my life. The real gon' ride and the fake gon' divide. Straight up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video of Transform and Talk with me, Tanisha. Friends, I know y'all not out there begging people to be a part of y'all life. I just know y'all not. One thing for sure, two things for certain. We all want to be loved. We all want to be valued. We all want to have a place where we literally just fit in and are amongst those that really care about us. But we will not be begging to have that. Let me tell y'all something. If we get to a place where we literally have to beg, the only person that we should beg for anything is God himself. And the beautiful thing in that is God is so good, we don't even have to beg him for anything. His mercy and his grace is new every morning. His forgiveness is always available to us. I understand we may get in a jam or whatever, and we may get in a place where we need to just beg God to get us up out of it. But the reality is we really don't even have to beg him. So what you look like trying to beg a human being to love you? All right, y'all. So let's get into signs you're begging for love and attention. You accept mistreatment. You'll stay in a relationship despite experiencing mistreatment, such as disrespect or abuse. A person can curse you out, ignore you, clown you in front of friends, flirt in your face, call you names, and you'll still be in this person's space trying to seek their validation. Like you value their validation so much, well, you will just handle any type of treatment. You are overly clingy. You don't want to be away from these people. You fear being rejected and abandoned. If you aren't around them, you feel insecure. If they're not in your presence, you feel insecure when they're out with their friends. You think they may be entertaining somebody else. You have to monitor them because you aren't secure. You would rather smother them than have a healthy balance and give them space. Like you just have to cling to them. You always want to be around them. You don't feel comfortable by yourself. You feel lonely. You feel rejected. You feel abandoned. So you beg this person to be in their space so you can cling to them. You prioritize their needs over yours. You constantly do this. And when you do that, I need you to understand and realize that that is self-neglect, okay? You will dismiss your own personal interests just to get attention and be loved, when in actuality, such behavior is allowing a person to take advantage of you. It is not love, and it draws the wrong attention. When you behave like this, you attract leeches and parasites that will suck you dry. You neglect you for somebody else. That is so unhealthy. You have to always take care of you and prioritize you first, because if you don't do that, how are you going to give somebody else something that you are seeking so bad when you don't hold it, harbor it within yourself? You have to love you and prioritize you first before you can do that for someone else. Do not neglect you just to be loved by somebody else. Allowing a person to walk all over you, treat you any old kind of way just because you want to be loved and you want their attention. You will go with the flow to avoid conflict. Instead of expressing yourself, you silence your voice. For what though? What is the point of silencing you, muting you, just to get along with a person? They don't respect you if you have to do that. You will shrink yourself so that you won't stir the pot. Any confrontation makes you nervous because you don't want to trigger anything that'll cause the person to leave you. Their presence and attention is so important to you that you would literally, like I said, mute yourself and suffer in silence. So now you will go the extra mile to suffer because you have to be loved and you have to have the attention of this person. So now you telling them and yourself that you really don't matter It's all about them. Whatever they say goes. You have no voice. That's not healthy, friends. Ladies and gentlemen, begging for anything is not a good idea. It is a very unhealthy dynamic in any relationship. It negatively impacts your self-esteem and your self-worth. It makes you seem desperate and less attractive. Instead of drawing a person in, you'll push them away. Love and attention should not be forced. It should freely be given. You should not have to beg for any of it. Time, attention, attraction, and love all should be mutual and reciprocated. If not, you are wasting your time. Do not devalue yourself by begging. You are precious and you are worthy. You need authentic affection, authentic love. You were not created to beg. You are not a dog. It's time for you, for me, to transform our mind so that we can think differently, think more highly of ourselves, which will change our actions and deliver different results. Know that you are the most beautiful and expensive thing you're going to own. Treat yourself well. Handle yourself with care. You are so precious. Do not neglect you. Do not mishandle you. Put you first. Take care of you. Don't beg. Don't settle. Okay? All right, y'all. We're going to move forward in this video. Before I go, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, prayers and blessings.
Stop begging people for attention in their time. You see, dating is so simple. It's just common sense shit. The problem is people allow their emotions to oversee their mind and common sense. It's like this. If somebody's not showing you any time and attention, you stop showing them time and attention. If somebody's not showing you love, you stop showing them love. It's that simple. The problem is that when somebody's not showing you any love, most of y'all will show them even more love, thinking that's going to get them to show you love. But that doesn't. What that does is enable them to keep doing what they're doing. How you get them to show you love? If they actually do love you, they will show you love. They will give you their time and attention. What you do is you stop your output. No, I'm not fucking with you no more. Why? Because you don't give me no time and attention, and I'm not begging nobody for shit, dog. I'm valuable.
Ignore who ignores you. Learn to unlove people. Don't beg for replies and attention. If someone is ignoring you, just maintain the distance and treat them as they treat you.
I need you to understand something, to understand this right. I don't care what it is. Do not, I'm telling you, do not ever beg for somebody's attention. Do not. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Let me tell you. You are greatness. Okay, don't be begging for people's attention out here. Let me tell you, you are nobody's doormat. You are greatness on your own. You wake up great and you go to sleep great. Let me tell you something. You were not made to put on this earth to be begging for anybody else's attention. Do what you do best and keep being great. Don't be over here crying over somebody, being late at night when you should be sleeping like the king or queen that you are. Don't ever beg for anybody's attention. You are great. Positivity is the attitude. Negativity is not the mood. I love you. Peace.
Never beg a man to love you. Never beg a man to be with you. Never beg a man for commitment, attention, affection, time, love. Never beg a man to come back or stay. You should never have to beg a man to feel wanted. Begging is demanding and is super degrading. If a man is not willing to give you all of those things with his arms wide open, it's simple. He doesn't like you, and that's okay. No man under any circumstances is worth begging for, ever. Because if he really liked you, and if he really wanted to be with you, you wouldn't have to beg. Make sense?
People have the right to want who they want, even if who they want isn't you. And no matter how much you do for a person, if he's not invested in a relationship with you, the amount of things you do for him has no meaning. My mother used to tell me all the time, never make a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. He's told you in 90 different ways that he doesn't want you. When he doesn't come home, when he doesn't talk to you, when he doesn't share like he used to, when he, that's saying, I don't want you. And that doesn't have anything to do with your value as a person. But women often, we've invested so much time and money in a guy, we just can't, we can't cut our losses and go. But it never gets better. You can't, never beg anybody to love you. It never works. Never beg anybody to love you.
Have you begged?
Yes.
In a relationship? And what did that entail? Like, what did you beg for?
I begged for love. I begged for attention. I begged for touch.
Wow.
I begged for communication. I begged to make it work. I gave up any of my desires to try to make this person happy and make him love me. And I was willing to do anything to get the love from this person. And looking back, it's pitiful. Oh my God, I could cry. I could fucking cry because I love them so much, and I begged and begged. And now when I think back, like, you don't have to beg. You don't have to beg.
It's crazy.
It comes. And when it does come, it's like, oh my God, it's here.
Don't ever beg.
I've begged people to love me the way I love them. And I never want to be that low in life again. And I think, and that's just across the board. Like, that's not just romantic relations. That's literally like friendships on some shit. Like, yo, why would you do this to us? Like, why are you acting like that? I would do anything for you. Sometimes you got to just be like, you know what? I got it. I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm going to meet you where you are.
Word.
Wherever you put me is where I'm going to put you from now on, because it's about being equally yoked. That's what it is. So that's what I'm learning, is just releasing of that and the boundaries that need to be set. No love lost, just access denied.
Some of my most lowest times was literally where I'm begging somebody and with tears in my eyes, just like, please just see me and love me. You know what I'm saying? And I was putting the burden on them when ultimately what I really was looking for was for me to be able to do that, which is why I always say, like, you cannot expect for somebody else to give you what you can't, like, give yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an immense amount of pressure. And I almost feel like now, as I'm growing through this, it's like, it's almost unfair to expect somebody else to give you this validation, to give you this affirmation, and to tell you who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just that alone. But then also, you haven't even done that yourself. So how do you hold somebody else to a standard that you can't even meet? You feel me?
Never beg for love. Never beg someone to be with you. Never beg for attention, commitment, affection, time, and effort. Begging is demanding and degrading.
Listen, check this out. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you ever find yourself in a position where you feel like you gotta beg a man to treat you right, love you right, do right by you, beg a man to be faithful, to come home, to stop texting those other girls, beg a man to be attentive and give you the time you deserve, that's not a man for you. Listen to me. A queen don't belong on her knees begging a man to act right because she knows there's a man out there, the right man, that will do all those things, and she won't have to ask. The right man, you will never have to ask to be loyal for you because he already understands that it's part of the deal. You won't have to ask for his time because he's giving you a cornucopia of them. You won't have to ask him not to be in those other girls' inbox because he got common damn sense. If you ever find yourself having to beg a man to do those things, realize the only begging that should be done is after you leave and he's begging to get you back, but you won't go back because you already found a man that don't even have to ask.
It hurts, but you can't force someone to have feelings for you. Remember, the genie in Aladdin could do anything. Besides from that, you shouldn't have to beg someone to love you. You shouldn't have to beg someone to care. You shouldn't have to beg someone to try. You shouldn't have to beg someone to talk to you. And you shouldn't have to beg someone to put you first. If they wanted to, they would.
Baby, I'm gonna tell you just like I would tell a woman. As long as you keep begging her to come back, as long as you keep begging her to come back, you ain't feeding nothing but her ego. A woman that wants to be there will be there. You hear me? Don't you beg nobody. Don't beg anybody ever, ever, ever to stay with you, okay? Because that's kind of like holding on to a curse and expecting a blessing. Don't work that way. Release the curse and you can receive the blessing, okay? The blessing will come in the form of healing. And when you're ready, God will bring the woman who deserves you and the woman that you deserve, okay? Stop begging. Stop it. I love you. Be well.
Rule number 16. Never beg someone to be in your life. If you text, call, visit, and still get ignored, walk away. It's called self-respect.
Do not lose your self-respect and your dignity begging somebody to stay with you. If somebody believes the grass is greener on the other side, tell them sprinkle, sprinkle. Holla! Kick rocks. Deuces. Peace. Bye-bye. First of all, if you truly love a person, ultimately their happiness is what you are concerned about. And if a person believes that by leaving you they will be happier, by all means you want them to go. You don't want someone to be around you that's not happy with you and that's not happy being in a relationship with you. If they are not happy, you definitely want them to go. Second of all, if a person is telling you that they don't want to be in a relationship with you and that they believe it's time to go, ultimately what they're telling you is that they believe that there is somebody else out there that's better for them than you are. So you as an individual should first of all want them to be with the person that's better for them, but you should want to see what better than you looks like. You should have so much faith and self-love and respect for yourself. You should be saying, hey, I want to see this. I want to see what you're going to come up with that you say is better than me.
Oh, he's saying he want to walk out of your life? Man, let him go, sis. Actually, do me a favor. Hold the door open for his ass. Don't ever beg him to stay. If he don't see any value with having you in his life, fuck him. Your life is too short to be running miles after a little boy that ain't even trying to take a step for you.
Ladies, never beg for a man's attention, commitment, or time. If he really wanted you to have it, he'll give it to you. And that's facts.
Come on, baby. Come on. Sit down. I know. Listen, everybody is not meant to be in your life. Some people are going to step out of your life, and that's okay. Because everybody is not meant for you, and you're not meant for everybody, my love. Listen, you can't keep making yourself available for everybody, and you are unavailable for yourself. And if they walk out of your life, baby, let them. You ain't need them no way. Do you see who you are? Do you know who you are, baby? It is a privilege, an honor, a blessing to have you in somebody's life. Baby, when the right person comes into your life, you're going to know it. They're going to treat you better. They're going to love you better. You ain't have to chase it. You're not going to have to beg for it. It's going to just be. And it's going to be the love that you truly deserve. So you remember that as you go out there and you be great in your own face, okay? Know how valuable you are. And as always, you have a good day on purpose, huh?
Do not beg to be loved by anybody. If they do not see your worth, if they do not see who you are, then they are not for you. But do not put yourself in a position to beg any man, and when I say man, I mean human. Do not beg any human on this earth to love you, because that's showing that you don't believe that there's enough love out there for you. And that's simply a lie. There is an abundance of love out there for you, but it's about believing it first. Do not put yourself in a position to ever beg for anybody to see you. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of a beautiful relationship. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of all good things happening to you, but you have to believe that first. So if you ever find yourself in a position where you're begging anybody, snatch yourself up, because that's what we're not going to do. It's okay. You may not have known, or you may just wanted that person and you wanted it to work out and you wanted them to see you because you feel like there's nobody else on earth that is going to fulfill what they can fulfill. But no, that's not true. There's somebody out there that God has designed for you. But you have to believe that, and you also have to come to a place within yourself that you actually believe that you're worthy of having a love, that someone sees you for who you are. Because by begging, it's showing that you don't believe that you're really worthy of that. So remember that the next time you're in a situation where you're taking less than what you deserve, remember who you are. You are beautiful, you are amazing, you are abundant, and you will get the love that you deserve, but you have to believe it first.
If they don't want to give you their attention, don't you go begging for it. No. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you have to ask for them to care, then they really don't. And constantly trying to prove your worthiness to a person that doesn't even feel you're worth it is only gonna make you feel more shitty about yourself over time. The only people that you should want to have in your life are the ones that actually want to be in it. The ones you have to constantly convince are the ones that don't belong.
Control your emotions and never beg for attention, love, or care. If someone doesn't want to talk to you, don't force it. Forced relationships don't last. Why shatter your soul for something temporary? Hold yourself together and distance yourself for the sake of your mental and emotional well-being. You're a good person, but maybe you're just trying to prove it to the wrong one. The right person will never make you beg for anything. People don't neglect those they truly love. If they're neglecting you, it's either because you're no longer useful to them or because they don't want you in their life. Don't ever forget that. Be strong and value your sanity. Don't try to paint a different picture of them after seeing all the red flags. Continuing will only hurt you more.
You begging for their attention just makes you even more of a soft guy. I know how it feels. Try to beg for somebody to show you a certain attention. It just makes you unconfident. Nobody listens to you. Nobody has respect for you. Begging for people's attention just shows how desperate you are. The way how I see it, if this person does not meet my standard and they don't respect anything I say, remove them out of your life. Be real. Stop begging for people's attention. Forget about them. Move on your path.
Don't keep people that don't want to be kept. Don't try to keep them and explaining and begging, please be here, stay with me. If they don't want to be kept, don't keep them. They gotta go. There's the door.
Stop giving effort into what isn't willing to give effort to you. You know, you shouldn't be pouring into anybody who isn't pouring right back into you, because eventually you have nothing more to give. You know, start choosing people who choose you, because if not, then you're causing your own chaos instead of peace. You know, pour into those who pour into you.
Excuse me. I don't care how bad I want you or how fine you are. I will not be begging for a damn thing at all. Not your attention or love or response to my message. If you don't want to pay me no mind, I ain't stressing, cause you might be fine, but I am not starving. If I ain't your vibe, then it's back to the market, cause I'm finna keep on shopping. Find my maid, you still fine, but I am not gonna chase. Goofy.
Yeah, Georgia Peach, put me somewhere on the gorgeous beach. But I'm right here in the hood, but I'm right here in the hood.
I don't want anyone who doesn't want me. There is a switch that goes off inside of me that I cannot begin to explain. The day that I realize you don't want me, it is something inside of me where it may hurt, I may cry, but I don't want anyone who does not want me. The thing is, I'm sitting in bed crying and worried and my heart broken. And you mean to tell me you've moved on, you laughing and giggling and you moved on with life and you happy, and I'm sitting over here crying? It is a core conviction, whether it is a friendship, whether it is a relationship, whether it is somebody that attends the church. The day somebody stops wanting me, wanting us, I don't want them. And so this is the thing. Even Jesus Christ himself gave us the right to choose him. We even get Jesus. God wants us to want him. So we've got to get out of this thing of giving our time and our pain and mourning people in transition. Because if you don't want me, guess what? I don't want you either. Because I don't ever want somebody to stay in something that they don't want. I learned this the hard way. That's true. I was in a relationship and it ended, but I was trying to make it work. Pastor James, the longer I begged and asked him to stay, the abuse kept going up, and up. And finally it clicked. Girl, why are you fighting for somebody who don't want you?
Nobody can tell me that God is not patient.